Welcome back everybody to Roo Studios Tekkit 1.2.9G episode 16. I must apologise for the confusion in episodes from the last video because I'd forgotten to upload one of my previous videos from last week. So this is episode 16 and the last one was episode 15, and I'm sure you'll figure it all out. So we're going to go with completing this cow farm and getting all the ME network connected up and all the power finished off. So what we have is I ran the ME network cable down here, as you can see. That's going back to our home base, which is over there. There's basically a tunnel you can see in there. It goes all the way through there and downstairs. Okay, so that's where our connection to our ME network is going to happen, and that's going to connect to all of the items that we need to through our cables. But first things first, we'll just get our power hooked up. Now, how am I going to do this? I might power this side, I think. Again, I'm powering it from the side on these simply because I can cover these pipes with a cover, and I don't have to worry about it with the ME networks because the covers don't cover those very well. Okay, so that should be, other than the chronotyper here, which I won't turn on just yet. I need to get my breeding stock up. Other than the chronotyper, that's pretty much all the power. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hook up all of the ME cabling. So let's just grab our cable. I have an export bus here. This will go into our breeder. So basically all of our wheat is going to end up in there. Have I got wheat there? No, I don't. That's okay. I'll get some later. And we run this. In fact, we might run that to there as well, which is our fluid. Yes. And we'll run it down across here. Things get a bit tight, but that's all right. Now, does that? Yes, she's going down. So that's now going into our ME network, and we'll see that when we have a look at our fluid terminal. We don't need anything on our chronotyper. That just needs to be powered. So let's run this through here. That's the doorway there. So we'll come out here and up, across and into there, which powers that one. And this one, we need a fluid interface again. And we'll put that just there. Or, no, let's put it down. Let's hide this, eh? Put it down here. Put it there. Or that be... Ooh, gee, that's going to be a tough one. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. What the hell? And then basically coming out of there, we have our pipe going across and that should, although I don't think that's going to carry fluid across, I might just connect that to there. Now can I disconnect? Let me just grab my spanner, there it is, and I'll just see if I can. Oh, no, that gets rid of it. Let's do it this way instead. Let's take that one out. Put it in there, because I can always cover that up. And run it there, like that. And I can get rid of that piece. Okay. So we have our slaughterhouse packed up, set up. We have sewage hooked up. We have chronotypers waiting on power, and that's set up there. Okay, so all we need to do now is just cover everything up, make it look pretty, and set up our wheat farm system now. So what should happen now is, let's see, the slaughterhouse has power to it. We've got covers here. Yes, still got covers. So let's just put a cover down there, cover that up. Let's have a quick look at this. Yep, there's power in there, so what will come out of here will be meat, liquid meat and pink slime, and we need both of those, pink slime especially when we get to the more advanced machines, and basically that'll get fed into our system, and once we have our liquid meat into our ME network, it's a simple matter of hooking it into a meat packer to make our meat, and then we just put it through a furnace to cook it up. All pretty straightforward. So it looks like we've had some more cows breed there by the look of it. There's another 5 cows there, and I think we've probably run out of wheat now. 4 left. Okay, that's good. So it's coming along nicely. They'll breed again, and we might just from there, once they've all grown up, we might just turn our chronotyper on and start having cooking ourselves up some meat. So all right, and that I think is it. I might pause it there and let everything get set up. And in the meantime, in fact, while we're doing it, what we might do is start setting up our wheat farm. It'll be the same, and I might put it just here because our ME network is just there. So I might just run it through here. A path. I can get a path across there, going down. So I might just run it. I'll get some of my dirt and I'll run it through here. I'll just cover that up and run it in here. Put my wheat farm through here. That'll give me some room under here to play with and do that. So bear with me. I'll be right back and set this terraforming up. Okay, back again, and you can see I've through the power of video, I've instantly managed to create a paddock for our wheat farm. Right, it's 14 by 14, pretty much the same size as our tree farm happening over there, and it'll be pretty much the same layout. You'll have a planter underneath in the center. You'll have a harvester on one side, but the addition to this one, we're going to use the sewage that we're collecting from the wheat farm, and we're going to put a fertilizer on the other side over here. So it'll all do a 14 by 14. They'll need to be upgraded like the tree farm, but that's what we're going to do. Now I've already made a planter. You've seen that, but we'll go in and we'll go through the recipes of a harvester and a fertilizer, industrial fertilizer. Sorry, fertilizing machine. I think it's a fertilizer it's called. So here we go into our NEI and go to fertilizer first. There it is. Okay, we got silver, we got leather, we got machines, so we've got all that. So except we may not have glass bottles. Let's have a quick look. So question mark, get rid of that. Look for some glass. No glass bottles. Okay, so let's make some glass bottles. That should do it. Oh, too many. Keep doing that. I hit the shift key and get a whole stack of them, but that's alright. I'll just have to throw some more sand in the old furnace. Make some more glass. Alright, so need plastic to start with. Plastic there and there. Go for our glass bottles now. One there. Some leather. Got a heap of leather. Those two in the bottom corner was silver ingots, or silver ingots. And last, we need our machine frame. Might make a few more of those up soon too. And our redstone reception coil. Hey, you got it right. Alright, so that's the ingredients for a fertilizer, and we'll just plonk that in here. And I'll just quickly make a harvester. I went through how to make a harvester in the tree farm episode, so just bear with me and I'll be right back. Okay, on a side note, we needed to, I'll just put something in the backpack. Alright, we've got our harvester, planter. We need some interfaces to gather the resources. We've got some cable there. Power sorted. One other thing we do need to make is something to change the sewerage into industrial fertilizer, and I think that's called a composter. There it is there. Yep, a composter. Alright, so there's the recipe for it there. Freeze frame and have a look at it, or go into NEO and type up composter. It's there. I've just got to go and make some pistons and bits and pieces, and we'll get that made directly. So just go into here. I need one more piston, so just bear with me and I'll be right back. There we go. Okay, so we have a composter, fertilizer. In the tool bag we have a planter. Oh, we have a harvester. Fertilizer, composter. Oh, so fertilizer, composter, harvester and planter. We need a, I think we need an export, a couple of export conduits. There it is, a couple of those. Alright. So let's see if we've forgotten anything. So we're going to head down here, we're going to set up our, first off we'll put our machines down. So we'll get our machines out. Okay, so the fertilizer, I'll put that over here. It doesn't really matter where it goes because the ME network's going to sort out fairly well, but you have to put it, as with everything, you have to put it central to the edge, because it'll do a 14 by 14 area, but if you put it over here, it'll go 7 that way and 7 that way, and it'll be over the other side here. So it needs to be central to your paddock. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's 7 there. So we put him there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe it needs to be 15 by 15. Okay, back again. I do apologise. The paddock is not supposed to be 14 by 14. It's supposed to be 15 by 15. So it has 7 either side of the centre. So this is the centre here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that side. Okay, so our fertiliser's there in the centre. We'll power that up. And what we need now is our harvester. We'll put our harvester over on this side. Alright, same again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put him just there. Okay, we'll get ready to power him up. The next item we need is our planter. Now the planter goes down underneath the ground. So we have 1, 2, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. Oh, hang on. Wrong block. There. Okay. So there are our machines now. We need to have our composter set up. And we might put this over here somewhere because it's next to the network. I'll put it just there. Alright, so now we have our, where's that there? So there's our cable for that one. We need to have 2 spots open to it. So there and there. Same for our planter. Again, 2 spots. Now, what I can do here is, because this is right next to our tunnel for our ME network, it's just a simple matter of tapping into our network right here. So there's our network right there, which is kind of handy. I might even just make a little tunnel out of that. There. So that'll come in through there. Let's make that a little bit higher so you can Just tap in a bit higher. There. Oh, get rid of that. I feel like I'm chasing my tail here. Okay, there we go. So power and opening for that. We have power and opening there. Power and opening there. And we have connection going in here. Okay. So let's put our ender tank. That's in our backpack. Let's put some of these tools away. Pull up our ender tank and stuff. And right there. Turn that around to an output. Put our magmatic dynamo. I might put our magmatic dynamo sort of here somewhere. Fluid duct to it. And we can start powering up. Now we may need another fluid duct here. That's interesting. Looks like our oh, there she goes. She's going up. Got to watch it because we're starting to draw on the lava a little bit here. So we'll just keep an eye on it and see how we look. Okay. Power from the side. This what's this? The fertilizer. The harvesters. The harvester will collect sludge as well. So when we tap into that, that'll go into our sludge boiler as well, because our network's all hooked up. Okay, moving the power this way. There and down. We power this one up. So that's our three gadgets powered up. Oh, we'll just power this one as well while we're here. Might just power that from that. I'm pretty sure we've got to power it. Yep, we do. So we'll just bring it down onto the top. There we go, just powered that up. So that's our 4 machines powered up. Now we just need to connect our network to them. So the planter needs an export bus, and we need to filter this to wheat. So the seeds, sorry, we need to filter this to seeds so that it plants all seeds for us. Oh, hang on, wrong one. Only one of those, thanks. And where's our cable? It's in the tool bag. Moving this along. Pop it on there as well while we're here. Actually no, we need an interface. This is the harvester. Oh, this is the fertilizer. No, we need an export bus for that one too. I find with these machines and the ME network, if you're pulling stuff out and pushing things into a machine, it's fairly good. It doesn't glitch out too much. But if you're trying to pull stuff out of the machine into the ME network, I find you need an interface to have it work properly. So just be aware of that. Alright, so this goes down here, there, and run it across there. Okay, let's hook those ones up. Now, this needs an interface. This is an item interface because it actually makes the sludge. And we also need on this one, we also need a fluid export one because we're feeding fluid into it. So, we should have a fluid. Let's try. Yeah, I might just leave it as an interface for the output. Oop, threw my bag away. So put that there. Come down into that. So that's now feeding fertilizer, industrial fertilizer into the ME network system. And we need a fluid export pipe, which I have in my bag. Right here. There we go, right there. Okay, so we just push this now. Let's try that. We may need to, if we have to, put a fluid interface here. If it doesn't work, so we do that. Grab our cable back. Just pop that up. Pop that up there and up there. And looking at that, we can get rid of that cable there. All right. So now we'll have sewage going in, industrial fertilizer coming out, which is good. And we just need to run cable now over to this one. This one being the harvester. We need we're going to need a interface for that, and also a fluid interface as well, because this collects sludge as well. I've got fluid interface. I think I've got another. I think I've got another one in my tool bag. Yes, I do. Excellent. One of each. I didn't think I left too much out. All right. So let's just hop out of here for now. So we need to make a. How are we going to do this? We might put. So this is at the back. We need to have our. This little hole at the back is where all the stuff is being pushed, gets pushed into. So what we need to do is we need to put an item interface there, and underneath, I think, we'll put the fluid interface. That should work, because all we need to do is connect pipes to it, and then run it straight down. Oh, that was an export bus. I didn't want to do that. We don't need buses on interfaces, we just need cabling. So cable there and straight through here. Look, let's go higher. If it hooks up twice, then it hooks up twice. Alright, and then just down under here. Okay, so that's our cabling hooked up. Now what we need to do is we need to put filter into all of our buses the items we need for things to work. Oh, and the other thing I need to do is I need to put some water down to make this stuff grow a little bit quicker. So what I do is I usually get a glowstone to put underneath. It lights up underneath as well as the area here. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 there. This is more than enough to water everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and another one. All right, there. All right, let me just go get some glowstone and some. I might have got some carpet and cover those as well. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got some just covering right now. I've got some glowstone down there with some water, and I'm just covering up this water now. So if I have to walk through the place, I'm not going to get stuck falling into the water all the time. So there and there. Okay. So our fertilizer's working nicely, chunking away. Our harvester's there, getting ready to harvest stuff all right. Our plant will be down there working away merrily as well. So all we need to do now is get stuff into the system. So, well, the other thing we need to do is upgrade it. So we need to put our upgrades in. So bear with me, I'll go and manufacture those and we'll be right back. Okay, on our way back now, got my upgrades. I think the gold one goes into the planter. Down here. Right there. And the 2 emeralds go up into half to get rid of this rain. Very noisy rain when you're doing videos. In there. And our harvester goes in there. Okay. Now the last thing we need is some items, some seeds, and some buckets of sewage, I guess, to filter stuff out. Sewage, plant is good. Yes, some seeds in that. So let's go to our fluid terminal. See our sewage now there. We've got 138 buckets, so that's going gangbusters on us. So let's just highlight that, put a bucket in there. That'll disappear very, very quickly, you'll find. So and then we just need some seeds. There we go. So when we start putting, when we put our export bus here and just pop that in there like that, this should now, there we go, start filling up. So what it's doing now is it's processing our sewage very, very quickly, and it's placing it, should be placing it in here, but we need to put fertilizer in here. So back here, grab us, there'll be fertilizer, industrial fertilizer in our ME network system now that's been processed. There we go, industrial fertilizer. So just need one of those for now. This stuff works the same as bone meal when it grows for growing crops. Reach it from there. Yes. So that now goes in there like that. And when we look at it, here we go. So we've got our fertilizer adding into here. Alright, so the last thing we need to do for this, you'll find, is put seeds into our planter. We need to make sure we filter that too. So whenever we get seeds and harvested, the seeds will always come into here. So seeds there. Alright, so seeds will always go in there, and now when we put our seeds in here, you'll see them start going down. There they go. And when we look up in the top here, hey presto, it tills the ground and it plants the seeds for us nicely. So that's all going to grow away nicely. You can see the water all starting to saturate everything. So that'll grow pretty heavily, and that is how we make our wheat farm. In fact, this design will work for potatoes, it'll work for carrots, it'll work for netherwort. All you need to do is in the planter, coming down here, is place that, change that to whatever item you want to feed. It'll feed it into this system here and start planting it merrily away. And that's how it all works. You can find and forget the fertilizer. That'll start, it should start fertilizing things fairly quick, fairly soon. It's got to rest on it, work on it, but it takes a bit of time, but it does fertilize things as we go, and you'll probably find I'll run out of that. So I'm going to call it there. It's been a long one. I apologise for the length of this. I may even cut it into 2 parts because it is a long one. I can bring it down to 2 18-minute videos, which is around about the right size. So I might do that and just cut it in half. So please, hope you liked it, enjoyed it. If you do, please like and subscribe and share this video, and I will see you on the next tutorial. Bye for now.